I'm here at the Royal Botanical Gardens in Tasmania. You can see that the harbor is just over there. And I am going to check out the Tasmanian section. I know, because I went over and checked this tree out, that this is a cork tree and it's native to Tasmania. My brother really likes interesting trees, and this one is an interesting one. It makes the corks that they put into wine bottles. Interestingly, all the Australian wines that I've ever purchased here have twist caps, no corks. I think that's something that only California continues, and maybe some other parts, other wineries in the US do. But look how interesting that is, Tom. I am now in the Tasmanian section of the Royal Botanic Garden, and I'll show you some of the shrubbery and trees. Up here on the right, you see these fuzzy Ewok-looking pods on the trees, and they are from a species of tree called Banksia. I don't know if you can read that over there, Banksia. And the trees further up here on the right are what I remember seeing when I was hiking to Wineglass Bay. I can see some of them have shed the pine needles and become pine cones, but they just look like little fuzzies to me. There are a ton of them on each of these trees. I can't imagine that the US pine trees have this many pine cones. At this point in time, my video viewers are going to be understanding if I were to reminisce about the one pine cone that the Australian customs found when I shipped my huge crate of belongings. Charged me $80 to incinerate the pine cone, but look at all of them here. So many, just on this one branch right there. Can you see that? Crazy. This is a Huon pine. Look at that amazing color. It almost, when I come up here and I touch it, it actually feels kind of artificial. This section of the garden is meant to show that Tasmania is made up of many rainforests. Because it's so far south, there is no lack of water. In fact, I was reading in the paper today that Tasmanians use more than double the average of water as the rest of Australia. At first, when I saw this tree from a distance, I thought, wow, it's a really white tree. But as I got closer and I read the plaque, it's a spotted gum tree. And what's fascinating is you can see spots, almost like it's a Dalmatian. Look, the spots are a bit red. It's peeling on this side. But look, it's got spots all the way up the trunk. This tree actually reminds me of the lonely last Christmas tree that was bent over with one ornament from the Charlie Brown Merry Christmas cartoon TV special. Look at how sad it is. Very few branches. Strangely, the little pine needles are all flopped down except the middle part that is pointed up. Rather strange, isn't it, this tree?